Wait, what was I saying? Yeah, so when you're playing, when you're playing horror games, it's easy for you because you're not scared, so you just strategize everything. You're still able to strategize, like you just explained to me, right? You know, you're able to read maps because you're not scared. You're like, oh, I know where to go. Oh, I gotta go this way. I gotta go this way.
That you can't read maps.
Like in real life, I can't read maps either. Anyways, regardless, I'm directionally challenged. So amplify that into a horror game. It's terrible. This is why when I was playing Resident Evil 2, you kept asking me like, why are you over there? Why are you going that way? I'm like, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going.
I don't want to die.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Right?
Yeah.
If anything, I kind of feel like, would you say I'm kind of similar to my playstyle? Well, no. My playstyle is probably worse than Markiplier. Than playing games.
Markiplier's gameplay is more like... It's more like he's interested in certain aspects and he just goes with it. Okay?
Okay.
I mean, like, Mark, you have to remember he plays so many that he's used to the scares
That's
and
fair.
the thrill.
That's fair.
I don't think he experiences it the same way if you look at it like
he doesn't strategize like you do. I don't think I've seen him strategizing the way you do.
No, he kind of just goes at it. Like, if you look at, like, whenever there's a lock, he just keeps going with the numbers until he's like, I'll do this. And I don't know how, I bet you it takes him a long time. Because, like, if you have, like, a 3-number lock.
Yeah, there's an infinite.
So, 9 times whatever.
Yeah, how many code numbers?
At least 3, and then whatever variable. I don't know how to do it.
But, no, the math is, that's a lot.
And, like, so he's dedicated enough to go, like, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah.
2.
1, 1,
1, 1, 1.
2, 2, 2.
3,
3,
right?
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's true.
For me, I don't have patience for that. I'm like, honestly, if the game is like not very clear on those things, at that point, I will look at a guide because because for me, I'm like, I don't care that at this point I'm looking at a guide because at this point it's ruining the game for me, right?
Okay.
It's ruining my flow. So that's a difference.
See, I have a bad habit with guides, only when it comes to choice-based games.
You're so afraid of making choice.
Yeah. Choice-based games, I struggle with that. I can't. Like, I need to know. It's like, okay, if I like, especially first playthrough, I struggle with that.
I'm gonna encourage you not to, though.
I might do it for the Walking Dead game.
Yeah.
The Telltale series Walking Dead game.
I mean, I can see it for Batman. Just because what you're looking for, you want a certain outcome that you already know.
Yes.
Right? So, okay, fine. But for the most part, like, Until Dawn and stuff like that, you should be playing it blind, at least the first time.
Did I not play Until Dawn blind first time?
You did. But what I'm saying is that...
I did, didn't I? And I almost got the ending I wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I did give you hints. Because you wanted certain characters to live.
Yes, thank you for that. But still, I didn't look up a guide for Until Dawn.
No, but that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm saying is that there's no point in buying a game like Until Dawn, like Detroit Becomes Human, if you're just gonna look up the route you want anyways.
No, I get that, but in my defense, I didn't do that for either of those games. Just saying.
No.
I didn't do that, yeah. With Batman, I definitely did. Both Batman Telltale series games. The Walking Dead series, I'm planning not to do that. I'm actually going to go in blind.
I see.
So this should be fun. The Walking Telltale series should be fun. Because if I mess up, I mess up. I'm not going to start over until I finish the whole thing. So if I kill Ken... What's his name? Is it Kenny?
Kenny?
What's the main guy's name?
In the first one?
Yeah. Because I only had the first one. Lee. If I kill Lee in the first...
Okay, well, I won't spoil it for you.
No, don't spoil it for me. But like, if I accidentally kill him, I'm gonna have to finish the game without him.
Yeah, because it carries over.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm excited for that.
I mean, to be fair, like, even though there's other characters, you're gonna play as Clementine, really.
Yeah. How is Walking Dead, by the way? Like on the scare level.
On this,
it's not scary, right? It's not scary, right? Is it considered a horror game?
I mean, they consider it a horror game because there's zombies in it. Like this is the thing. Everyone has the thing that scares them, right? So to say, is it scary? I can't answer that because it depends whether or not you find those things scary.
If you know me, like horror games, I don't do well.
Okay, are you okay with? Where is it?
Which one? Here, let me. It's my mouse works again.
I can't remember what it's called. The one we used to call Dead Island.
Left 4 Dead. Left 4 Dead.
You okay with that?
Like scary wise?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was okay with it.
Okay, it's kind of like that, but like better graphics.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's manageable. It's manageable.
What you're gonna run into is the oomph of the choice, because the oomph of the choice is like really like more painstaking than
zombies. Okay, and more. Oh, really? Oh God. And
because
it's all time too.
Because you think about The Walking Dead. If you make the wrong choice, whatever choice you make, the other character, like, it's gonna be mostly the other character. They're not gonna kill off the main character, really. Whatever choice you make in The Walking Dead, it's gonna be a terrible death. It's gonna be a terrible death or situation, right? Okay. It's not like Batman. Oh, they get sent to Arkham. Okay, sure.
Right. Okay.
Sure, it's awful, but okay. You know, another one that's kind of like that is Wolf Among Us.
That's another game you took. I have that game. I haven't played it.
I would say instead of Walking Dead, go with Wolf Among Us.
Is it a horror game? Oh no, just in terms of like playing blindly.
Playing blindly, it is a detective game.
Really?
But it's not like Batman, right? It's kind of like it's a detective game with more like your not typical, but like what you would expect. Like people are dying in bad ways.
Okay. Okay. Right? So I might play Wolf Among Us then. Blindly.
I would say start there. I know Walking Dead has a bigger name, but Walking Dead, I think, is less up your alley than Wolf Among Us, based on what you play. I don't know if I should be offended or not. Why?
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, but okay, so I'll try that then.
Like, I'm just giving you my honest opinion here.
Okay. No, I also asked you if it's scary because because we were talking about horror games and historically speaking, I'm terrible at horror games.
It's okay, just give me the controller, I'll finish it for you.
Like Resident Evil. Honey, I'm stuck. You won't leave.
I had 400 bullets at the end of that game.
I don't know.
You had none.
That. No, okay. Don't over exaggerate. I had about 50 bullets left by the end of the game.
None.
I don't know how you had extra ammo and extra potions too.
Because I don't believe in using potions.
I know. And you weren't even playing hard mode too. You were just playing normal mode like me.
No, I was playing on hard mode.
Were you playing it on hard mode?
Yeah, I was.
Damn.
I didn't play in normal mode because, for me, I rather play on the mode that makes it challenging for me. Not where I want to, like, I'm done with the game kind of thing, but, like, challenging for me. Just because I know that once I finish a game, I'm done, I feel like I'm done with the game, I'm not going to revisit it.
Yeah, no, like for me.
Except for Banjo-Kazooie. I can play that half a dozen times.
Where is actually? Where is there it is. So yeah, there's a game right here. I will probably play this year Halloween.
Okay, but you gotta finish White Day first.
Yes, I'm behind on White Day.
Because I want to watch you play the new character, man. You gotta play the priestess.
The priestess character.
Because that's a new thing. That was
I forgot. How do I unlock her again?
You gotta get the white chrysanthemum ending.
That's the one where I have to carry her without dying, right?
You have to carry her without falling
once at all. Oh my god.
Which is challenging.
But isn't it? Does the cheat actually work where if you just reload it from the save point and just?
Oh yeah, definitely. No, it's so that you can finish all the endings.
Okay, good. Because I don't want to do that from.
All the main endings.
Okay, yeah.
So what you have to do, I would say look up a guide.
Okay? Where to walk?
No, you can't do that. There's not going to be a guide on that. But make sure you do everything right. I mean, you got the one ending, right?
I did. I think I got the white lily.
So yeah, you got the white lily. So next, get the bad one, which is you just bad. Like screw that. Like I'm out of here.
No, I need to get the chrysanthemum in order for me to play the one with that.
No, but if you want all the endings before, it's like a plus mode, right? Before you do like a plus mode, you want to
get
do
all the
quote unquote bad ending where you're like, this is So Young, Young. You just leave So Young to her former best friend. Just let her get taken. Say that.
So you just leave. You walk. So you leave her. You leave her subconsciously and just go.
Yeah, you like screw that.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. Well, so that's easy. I can do it. But why are you recommending I do that ending?
Because you need to have the white. Because I can't remember. I was reading the guide where you want to do the bad ending, then do the white chrysanthemum ending, so that you get it resets to get the plus, so that you can then do the other ending. The new ending with
thanks for reminding. I gotta get playing on that. I forgot. I stopped. I think I stopped because I rage quit because I kept dying.
Well, you have to finish that before you do
This one?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm almost pretty much done.
I'll watch you play it. I'll watch you play it.
White Day? Okay. I'll start playing.
I'll watch you play both. I want to know the new ending.
Actually, White Day did scare me too. I'm not gonna lie. White Day was scary for me.
Did White Day scare me? You know what the original one did? I had nightmares with
You showed me the original through YouTube videos, and no, that's
watch it at 12 to 1 o'clock in the morning.
So, I had insomnia. So like right now?
No, when I had insomnia.
Oh,
I would say, you know what's a good idea? Watch horror.
Yeah, I'm weird like that too, because it's funny, because your mom the other day, 2 days ago, so they were going to go out, right? And I sat down, I was like, okay, it's morning, I'm going to go watch a horror movie. So I started playing a horror movie on Netflix, and your mom walks by, she looks at me and says, do you like watching horror movies? You like horror? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, do you not? She's like, no, I don't, I can't stand it. I'm like, well, I can watch horror movies. I'm great at horror movies. I can't do horror video games.
Yeah, and see, I'm completely opposite. I can play horror video games.
But you can't do horror movies. Yeah, I've noticed that.
I don't know. It's like with the movies, it's just like there's so much going on half the time, and it's just so bizarre for me that I'm just like, I don't know.
Like, are you overstimulated when it's in a movie, or
maybe? I'm wondering if maybe that's like a contributing factor.
Because for me, that's how I feel when I'm playing a horror video game.
You know, Backrooms. Technically, Backrooms is a horror.
Yeah, it's a horror game.
I love it. I'm so intrigued about it.
Yeah,
I'll watch it.
So weird. That's so weird.
But I can't watch things like Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's like, it makes my dreams more weirder than they already are. In a bad way.
Really?
Okay. Like I told you about my other dream, right?
Uh-huh.
So it was like a Zelda thing.
Mm-hmm.
A dungeon inside a pitch black cave.
Mm-hmm.
With like a party. Like,
yeah.
You know, like not a D&D party, like, you know, whatever. Exploration party.
Yeah.
And just crazy shit was going on. And that guy died. I really like just a contemplation of like, do we save him? It's like, no, it's too late.
Just leave him. Leave him.
It's like, we gotta go. Right?
Yeah.
But like, if I watch certain things, it makes it where those dreams become very hard to actually like work through, because I have a little bit of control in that I can control what I do
in your dreams
and what I have to defend myself in my dreams.
In your dreams, okay.
But when things go a little haywire, like I watch certain things, like that Peppa Pig video, I thought it was intriguing, but then I had nightmares.
So did I. I hated you for showing me that. That's terrifying.
But I'm interested in those things, right? And then I watch them and like, I'm not interested for a while.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't get nightmares from watching horror movies.
What did you get from Peppa Pig though?
Because it was just Peppa Pig. There was something disturbing about it. I don't know what it was.
I think it was the counting. Okay, so you know how the one thing, the gripey thing that I have about video games is that when they talk about, well, not talk about, when they have like a theme of like the little child.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's not scary for me, because I don't think it's, for me, has ever been done well. Like, you can't just have someone singing in the background, blah, 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 sheep, have you any wool? Like, in the background, and like, oh, that's scary because someone's singing it and I don't know where they are. It's like, why is that scary? Because logically thinking, someone singing is not inherently scary. Okay?
Yeah.
Someone's singing.
What if it's bad singing, though?
Bad singing, that's funny because it's probably a bard. It's probably a bard, man.
Okay, so bad singing is not inherently scary. It's just
no, and like creepy singing. What do you mean by creepy singing?
What
is creepy singing?
Like maybe imagine Joker singing something. I don't know.
No, it's. I think what people forget is you have to match the visuals that are going on, or the lack of visuals of what's going on, with the sound. And a lot of times, and it's not anything against these guys who are making these like in horror games, right? Because they're just playing with tropes. They're figuring out how to do the game. Well, I'm saying how they structure it, like, critique-wise, I think it would be more successful if they matched up the singing in somewhat of a logical way to what's happening. Okay? You know what I mean? So, like, for example, the reason why I think the Peppa Pig was so terrifying was because the kind of like the soothing talking was contrasted by what was happening, the murder that was happening. Okay?
Just for context, people, she's talking about this YouTube video on Peppa Pig that someone made. Yeah, if you guys want to look it up, it's on YouTube. Just type
Don't look it up.
Just look it up, Peppa Pig horror, or type that in.
No, I don't even know. YouTube recommended it to me. I don't know how I got there.
Maybe just type in. Oh, there you go.
No, just wait until YouTube recommends it to you.
I'm sure you guys can find. I'm sure you guys can find it.
Don't look it up. That's how I found it. Wait until you're chosen. Be Peppa Pig.
Maybe watch it. Maybe just mention Peppa Pig every day or something. You Google.
No,
you know what I pick up on it.
I bet you it's because I said I wish Peppa Pig would die.
So your phone picked up on that?
Yeah.
Google picked up on that. It's like, oh, she wants Peppa Pig to die. Here's a recommendation.
Here's an actual video. Here's a disturbing video of it. And I'm like, yes, he's dead. I'm like, oh my god, now I think my house is haunted. My house is already haunted, man.
Yeah, usually I don't get nightmares from watching horror movies. I get it from playing video games. Like you showed me. No, I didn't play Five Nights at Freddy's. You showed me Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah.
Markiplier playing it. As I told you, I got nightmares out of it.
Yeah. But like I said, like, it has nothing. This is not like something that you say. See, baby, come here. Hey, what's wrong? Okay.
So you guys are to that. I just want to go to bed. Anyways, what are you saying?
So the thing is, right, and like, you can't say, oh, well, you're a wimp because you can't play video games. That's, oh, you're a wimp because you can't watch certain things. Okay, the realm of horror touches on a lot of dark themes.
Yeah.
Everyone has their shit. If someone is saying, like, that's not scary to me, it's because, oh, maybe they in life haven't received anything traumatic. Or anything that they've associated with those things, because everything's association. Everything, like, fear is kind of like, when it's like TV shows and stuff like that, it's video games, those are fabricated fears.
Yeah, but...
So what it is that that's the reason why there's so many different horror games, and different horror games speak to different people. Some people think FNAF is terrifying. You think FNAF is terrifying.
Oh yeah, I had a nightmare out of FNAF just watching Markiplier play.
Yeah, okay, but that's because maybe you've had, some experience with. Oh, maybe this is the reason why. Remember when you at your
my grandma's
Lola's?
Yeah, my grandma's house. We had the haunted doll.
The haunted doll, and your grandma would tell you stories about the freaking doll.
Oh, it wasn't stories. It moves.
There you go. Yeah. To you, it was very real. It was something that me
and my cousins were terrified of that thing.
Yeah, but the thing is, the fact of the matter is that your grandma reinforced that. because she believed in it. Okay, she believed that that was what's happening.
Yeah.
So therefore, as a child, you're very impressionable. Now you believe that's true.
Yeah.
An inanimate object that's not supposed to be moving can kill you if you disrespect it.
Yeah, you think about it. That's probably why, FNAF is very terrifying to me.
So, yeah, you see?
Yeah.
So, even though I look at FNAF, I'm like, that's not too scary.
Yeah.
I just think it's thrilling.
No, for me, it was terrifying.
Yeah, so there you go.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't like pixelated games. I like I said, I'm interested in pixelated games.
Mm-hmm.
But pixelated horror games are the ones that I know will give me nightmares. I have to watch it during the day because I will be scared later.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pixelated, which is odd because I can play Resident Evil. It's fun.
Uh-huh.
But for me, the ambiguity of I don't quite see, and I think it's because I get a lot of waking dreams that I can't quite see, and I get when I was having those dreams where I'd wake up or dreams that I was in the room.
Yeah.
And I was awake, but I also wasn't awake, and things were in the room with us. They are ambiguous, but they also are still shapely. They are still things.
That's why you can't handle pixelated.
So maybe that's why I can't, because I've always had those dreams, right?
That's fair.
So my point is, everyone has their thing. So
yeah, no,
that
being makes
said,
sense. That makes sense.
If you want me to recommend a scary game that you probably won't enjoy, I could.
Well, the thing with me when scary horror video games in general is that, like I mentioned earlier, like with you maybe it's because when you're watching a horror movie, you get so overstimulated with what's going on, right? Now, when I'm playing a horror video game, I have my headphones on, right? The music, the fact that you're walking somewhere in a dark hallway, and that stuff like that, all that atmosphere, I feel overstimulated.
Yeah.
But I don't get that when I'm watching a movie. It's weird because I guess the reason why.
Can I ask you something? Do you get afraid or you get anxiety?
I get afraid.
That's interesting. Okay.
Because when I'm watching a horror movie, I feel like I don't get scared because it doesn't feel like I'm in there, right? When I'm playing a horror game, I feel like I'm in the horror game. I am the character. Like, does that make sense to you?
I guess maybe for me, yeah, no, that makes sense. But I think maybe if I think about it, I don't think it's that stimulating. I think it's the matter of with a movie there is no control. I can't strategize. I can't say you're being stupid here.
Oh, okay, so that's what I mean. So in a movie, I feel detached, right?
Yeah.
And there's a separation because I'm not in it. Like, oh, you're watching characters.
Yeah.
Right? You're not that character. I think that's why it hits me a lot harder when I'm playing a horror game because I am the character.
And I'm the opposite. I'm like, I am the character.
So you can plan and do it.
And they're like, yeah. Well, which, like I said, like we were talking about this earlier, like Resident Evil, you were reacting on fear, you were shooting at whatever, you were running, you were.
Yes, I was.
And you were running from room to room, which to me didn't make very much sense. And you were scared. You were legitimately scared.
I was legitimately,
which is fine, because you're playing a game that's meant to be scary. But for me, right, after initial, I don't know what this is, how is it going to kill me? And I was like, oh, that's how they react. Then I was like, okay, well, then I need to do this, this, and this, and this. And then that's how I end up with 700 bullets at the end. I don't know, 400 bullets. I don't remember. I know I had it in the hundreds. But either way, that's just different gameplay. I just took my time, but me strategizing took me, even though I took my time to strategize, took me less time to finish than you, who, even though you were quickly moving to
it took me 4 times much longer than you did.
I don't know how long did it take me.
It took you 20 hours. It took me 60.
Oh dear.
To finish RE2. First gameplay with Leo.
I see. I played Claire. Wasn't Claire's the harder one?
Claire's is the harder one too. I think it was
because I think Claire didn't have the flamethrower. No.
Does she not get the flamethrower?
I don't
I
think
can't remember.
I don't think
I
she
can't
does.
remember. I have to recheck that.
I think there was.
I think both of them get it at a certain point.
They get different things.
They do, don't they? Yeah,
I think that's what we were talking about last time. Is that Claire got something that made Leo's much more easier, and I think it was the flamethrower. I think Claire got like maybe bullets that ignite things, which made things harder because then it took them less time to get out. I don't know. It's the plant things.
Yeah, it's for the plants. Yeah.
Yeah.
For the point of the plant. Yeah.
I mean, to me, like the things that drop, like I said, like they drop from the ceiling. They're gonna land there. Wait for them to drop. Kill them. Oh, route needs to be cleared in order for me to get to A to B. So I need to clear this route in order for that to happen. Even when I went back, right?
Yeah, I don't have that when I'm playing a video game, a horror video game. I don't have that. My brain's just like I'm scared.
But everyone's good and bad at stuff. Like I can't do I've played Minecraft for how long? I can't figure out the parkour in Minecraft.
I'm still getting into Minecraft, so I have lots to learn about Minecraft. So.
Like honestly, like you can try do I hate parkour. Like I don't want to.
I didn't even know you could do parkour in Minecraft.
No, there's like levels. There are like things, like maps dedicated to just parkour.
Really? Okay.
And I hate it. I hate it.
Well, since you brought that up, you are also. I mean, I guess your expertise is horror games. My expertise would be open world games. You are terrible when it comes to open world games. No offense.
I'm not terrible.
No, I guess
just
not
play
terrible.
differently.
You just play differently.
How
yeah.
rude.
That's sorry. You're not terrible. You just play. Your game style is different. But our game styles are different. Like your horror game, you're able to strategize. I can't strategize in horror games. In open world free games or something, I love it. Like I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this. I'm gonna do this. you on the other hand,
I get fixated.
You're just like, I'm gonna have chaos.
No, I get fixated on an idea. Like I know that you
want to explain your Ghost of Tsushima?
Which one?
Which one?
What part? What part of it? I haven't finished the game.
You never. That's what I was getting to. You never finish any. It's very rare that I've seen you finish any open world games.
I only finished Zelda because I'd like to see the ending, but then because I also wanted to play Master Mode. But I always so this is my logic. Okay, how I enjoy open world games is doing the shit that would normally break the game.
Yeah, like what you do in Ghost of Tsushima.
Or like trolling the NPCs. That's all I do. I'm terrible.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
I'm just like a terror. I'm a monster. Because I'm bored. Because, well, like you saw, it took me so long to finish Zelda just because I would turn on the game and I'd be like at a shrine. I'd be like, I don't feel like doing it right now. I'll come back to it. And then I forget that I was supposed to do the shrine that's been there.
But I think that's why Breath of the Wild and Link really fit in with your character, with your personality. Because you made Breath of the Wild and Link what he is. Just carnage and chaos. I'll burn this grass.
Whenever I spent, when I spent an hour trying to figure out if I could put the bomb behind the moblins, jump off, blow it up without dying in time, but they kept noticing me. So I tried doing the sneak suit, I tried doing other things, I tried dropping from above. It didn't work. I spent an hour just doing that. Did I progress anywhere in the game? No. I spent the whole time trying to launch the moblin.
That's dedication right there.
But that's why it takes me so long. Like, what would I do that other time? You're asking about Ghost of Tsushima. Wasn't it like... Wasn't I just like sat on the side of the road and just like ran at people and then ran back into the...
No, it's just... I don't know. It's just different game styles. For example, Ghost of Tsushima, you literally have the ability to deflect arrows. And you choose not to use that ability, even though you have it. And I keep telling you, You're like, why? Why do you do that? And you're like, and as you just told me, it's like, I don't know, like, it's more fun. I'm like, no, it's not.
It is more fun. Okay, when you're deflecting, the problem with deflecting, you stand there and you're walking toward. Like,
yeah.
how boring. I'm holding a button and he's doing it himself. I'd rather say, come at me and jump. Like, look, you're Startrooper. Stormtrooper. It was something else. Stormtrooper shooting, right?
Maybe that's what they call the.
And then when they shoot me, I'm like.
In Spaceballs, Stormtroopers.
I think it annoys you because, like, when I do get shot, you're like, why?
No, that too. Like, it's just different game style. It's just a different game style, honestly.
I used to know my brother, too, doing that. I remember he would get, like, he's like, that's not how you play the game. I'm like, but it worked. And he'd just get, like, quiet. He's like, but it took you longer. I'm like, no, it didn't. It's just not the way you play the game. It
literally is, like, your game style in open world games is fun to watch. Right? It is fun to watch. But it's also very annoying for somebody who just
it's like,
does things.
It's like, that's not the way to do it. Right. I think my next thing I want to try doing is floating a platform with those in Breath of the Wild. I can't remember what they're called, like with those balloon things.
Okay.
And see if I can land it on a car. Kill it.
Good try. You're doing Master Mode, aren't you, right now?
Yeah.
Are we getting Zelda, by the way, when it comes out?
I run away from things in Master Mode. Because it's not worth my time. Because, like, you're hitting things, and then, like, your weapon breaks. Hitting things, your weapon breaks. I don't have any more weapons. It's like, no. Yes. That's one of the things I will be getting.
When does it come out again? I think
May.
fall. Is it May?
Got pushed to May.
It said summer this year, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was coming out spring, yeah. I thought it was spring.
It was supposed to come out before December.
Of last year?
This year.
Oh, really?
Nintendo's pretty good at that, pushing things back when things aren't ready to go up.
Oh, okay.
For the most part. Not like Cyberpunk.
Yeah. But okay. Well, as long... I mean, I don't have a lot of horror games in my Steam right now, I don't think.
Do you need recommendations?
I would take some recommendations for, I mean...
Do you want stupid ones? That are like kind of like B-rated horror.
You mean like indie games? You know what I do want to play?
No, that plays like a B-rated movie.
No, hell no. maybe a couple. But do you remember the game that Markiplier was playing? The Reddit ones, based on the Reddit story ones? Remember the motel one? That's a game I'm interested in playing.
The ones with the PlayStation graphics?
Yeah, but it was like based on r/Reddit stories. Like, for example,
I heard it from a friend from that one.
Yeah, the motel one. Remember the motel one? That was that seemed like a fun one.
You're gonna have to look it up. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Okay. I also obviously want the one that he played with Jimmy. I don't own that one, but I heard they made it harder.
Well, they just took out the ability of you being able to collect everything in the whole game. Because that's what Mark did, right? He collected which is not the way the game is intended, right? That's why they give it out to beta testers, right? So that they say, hey, that's not how we want people to play the game, and they fix it.
Does this count as a horror game? SCP games?
I guess so.
We never really got to play these two.
No, you guys were terrible at it. Especially John.
Couldn't figure it out, man.
You guys are like, okay, gotta stay together as a group. You guys are like, how do we open these doors?
We couldn't figure it out,
How do we go through this door? Oh, Zach's dead. I'm like, okay.
Couldn't figure it out, man.
We couldn't even, you guys didn't even get to the first level.
No.
Just died.
How do I look up, how do you look up?
You should play Desk Jobs. It's actually funny.
I do have Desk Job. I also have Portals, too.
You know, you should play Alien Isolation.
They don't have a horror section?
Alien Isolation.
I'm actually thinking of getting that. Just for the kicks of it.
You know which one I want?
Which one?
I want this one.
Hitman?
Because it's funny.
I heard Hitman is pretty funny. There's a bunch of Easter eggs too. Apparently.
It takes itself so seriously, and I'm like.
You know they made a movie of Hitman too, right?
I think she really has to go, dear. I'm bringing it. I'm staring at the door. and casing.
You want to take her?
I'm just gonna let her out.
Yeah, just take her outside. Okay. I think you heard Justin go out, that's why.
You be? You need to go outside? She's a little rabbit. Look at a little rabbit go. Outside?
Yeah, she needs to go. You're weird, Euros. Is Dead Space fun?
Dead Space?
Is that scary for me?
It is. It's sci-fi horror.
Would that be scary for me?
Is it the new one?
I think it's the remaster.
You know what's scary? Scary's mod. It's a Scary's mod. You know why? Because Gary made it.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is the remake, I think.
Is it? Yeah, it's pretty terrifying.
This is the remake, yeah.
It's terrifying for you.
For me? Yeah.
It will be for you. For me, it's gonna probably be the same as Resident Evil, where I'm just like, I get more motivated the more things try to kill me. I'm like, yeah, that's right. You want to try to kill me? That's right.
So I don't know. Is this a remake or is this an actually new one? Because I know there was an actual Dead Space game, wasn't there?
I'm gonna not recommend the one that starts with N. What is it called?
Yeah, I'll put this on my wish list. I'm actually gonna play this eventually.
Yeah. Like, honestly, it doesn't get scary until like an hour into the game. Like, the tutorial's so freaking long.
Oh, is it one of those games that has a long tutorial?
Yeah.
Not too much.
I'll give you a hint on this one. Just
What?
because it's kind of there. So, you know how, like, the alien has the long tail thing?
Yeah.
So that counts as its hitbox. So when you're sneaking around, and this is where it can get you, right? Like, if you're in the vents, right, and its tail is, like, in the vent, and you touch it,
You'll know that
you'll know.
So you'll die instantly, basically.
You won't die instantly, honey. You have to think of it this way. You touch the tail.
Yeah.
And you kite it.
Okay. Oh my god.
You touch the tail, and you're like, what's up, bro?
10 out of 10 strategy.
Come and get me.
10 out of 10 strategy. I'm gonna add this one.
I mean,
too.
people...
This looks good. Graphically.
It looks like they really improved it.
Yeah.
You know what's also a horror game?
That's a good horror game.
Cyberpunk. It's so bad. I'm just making.
What game is this?
It's the Lunar New Year.
Oh, the New Year's sale.
Till the 2nd. Ooh, you know what's another horror game?
What's in
The Sims.
Because of the pay for.
You want to go? You want your character to go?
I thought this would be one too.
It's too bad they didn't fix it. I was kind of excited for it.
Oh my god, I used to play this game so much.
Yeah, I played that game too.
It's $1.24.
Don't do it. My love, please.
Oh my god, it's $1.24.
Please don't do it.
But it's $1.24.
I mean, it's always $1.24.
I used to.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you this. Just because it's nostalgia doesn't mean you're gonna replay that game.
What about mecha games? Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2. $4.
No, just play Mecha Assault.
Mecha Assault?
Yeah.
Alright, you gonna take yours out? Okay.
Ah,
Okay. Thank you.